Welcome to
another day at Daycare. You were like
Daycare.
not into this. I like forced him to record with me. Oh, I'm still wearing my uniform. Okay, I like forced him to record with me, so like he's not having fun. Today, guys, we are going. This isn't an actual daycare thing. This is just like where we're gonna revisit the old daycare before we had mods. This is like we're revisiting our old daycare. Of course, we didn't finish the third floor, but you know. We're gonna finish. We're revisiting our old daycare. So yeah. So this is like the front. Yeah, I remember this. All of it. Ah, this is the fake Ryan's
Stop
room.
the recording.
Not. He's like not into this, guys. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Here's Ryan's room.
Okay. Hi.
Oh hi. Welcome to the voice chat.
Yay.
Welcome back.
My PC like killed itself, so I don't know what happened.
Alright. It's the old bell. Yo.
Daycare.
Old bell. Hey.
Oh God.
This was supposed to
By
be
the
the
way,
other
Ryan.
episode, but then like we had complications with the series and the team, so yeah, we never got to finish this episode.
Wait, so we're using Technic or no?
Ask Ryan. I'm making a video right now. Ask Ryan.
Brian, are you using Technic?
You both get into a different chat if you're gonna talk about that. I'm talking about this. Well, now that they're gone. Okay. Well, this is like the old Thomas's desk. It's really cool. So I really did like it. I made this desk almost all by myself. So yeah, that's really cool. I'll share some facts about this. So let's get started. So guys, with this daycare, I made Thomas's desk almost all by myself. It took a very, 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 very long time to actually like get the right. Me and Ryan made this all by ourselves. We made this entire lobby with a few of our old past team members, and it was really, really fun because you know just being able to rewatch the other videos and knowing that we're gonna make a completely different video about it. A completely different series about it, like almost like I don't want to say copying because like we're not copying it, but we were almost. It's just like making a fan made thing with RyguyRocky himself, his own approval. It was just really cool to actually think about it. And for the first part of the daycare, like the bottom of the daycare, we would always be like keep watching the intro of the first video just to make sure that we got everything right. And then finally, when my friend Catherine came along, we first started making this when I was first in the team. So you know, I had a lot of team members helping me, along with my friends Velvet and Catherine. Catherine is currently a manager, so I'm very proud of her. I remember us both finally being in that. It was just a lot of fun being with her, and you know, just going to recordings together, always gossiping during recordings. We'd always message each other and just gossip a lot about like in-team stuff. It was just a lot of fun just being with her. It was just meeting all my current friends and just. I really made a lot of the friends that I have now through that team, and you know, when I quit finally, because I had way too much things going on in my mind right now with school and a bunch of things. It was just really hard to go upon recordings and be able to focus on school. It was just very difficult for me, and with school, I would always have a lot of trouble just going on with school and being the dumb person that I am. It didn't come well for me as it did for everyone else. It didn't come as good for me. So it didn't make it very easy for me to go to recordings and worry about school and my homework and stuff. So I realized that the best way that I would be able to the best option for me was to quit that team. Was personally very difficult. It was just like, oh my god, I don't want to leave this team, but I don't want to fail my schoolwork as well because my parents would get mad at me because like my parents have, my dad has high expectations on grades, so I felt like it was just the best way to focus on everything was just to quit the team and not have the stress about recordings on my mind, and all that like bad stuff that usually doesn't come to. It just didn't come as easy for me as it did for everyone else, so it made it really hard to focus on the stress of recordings and the stress of school. It was just way too overwhelming for me. And then, like, once I left the team, I realized about 2 weeks later how much it would really affect me and how much that it really hurt me to see all my friends just go away from me that I met on that team. It was just, I almost cried every night because I missed that team so much because I lost a lot of friends from it. So, yeah, like, it's a very hard topic to talk about on my end because I just lost a lot of friends, and the one friend that I had that I would always talk to every day when I was in the team, we just kind of stopped talking to each other, and we ended up unfriending each other because we weren't able to talk and get along very well as we did. So it really didn't come to me. But recently we started talking to each other, and also recently I started looking back into joining the team, and I've tried so hard to find out how. I've contacted a lot of the managers. I've contacted Thomas, and they never really gave me the answers that I wanted. They were like, I was like, how do I get in the team? Do I need to reapply? Do I need to just talk to someone specific? Or they never really gave me the answers that I was looking for. But I'm looking into that. So yeah, because it was such a big impact on me. Just like quitting that team was such a big impact. It just really didn't do well, in my opinion. It just really didn't do well. Like it really affected me. It didn't feel right not having those messages, like being like, oh, recording later. It didn't really feel like I was important anymore. Like, it just didn't really come to me. I didn't like having the feeling of like, oh, you're not needed. So I started looking into other teams, and then I found that full friend. My friend told me that the same friend that I was in RyguyPower's team with, not the one that I just recently started talking to, like the one that has been there the whole time. She recently told me that Full Friends was starting to open applications, and then so I applied, and of course I was accepted. That was a really big relief for me because I just wanted to know that I was useful to people. And then this fight with Sabrina that happened recently, it hit my interest hard because I really saw her as like one of my best friends who would always be there for me. And then she said that I gave her the title of not a true friend, which I really feel I really feel bad about, because I did see her as a true friend, and then whenever I tell her that, she doesn't believe. I never figured out why. It was like, this fight doesn't really make sense to me. Like, I don't even know what happened. I don't even know what happened between us that led to this. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what happened to lead us to our point now. It doesn't come to me like that. Her friendship was very important to me, so I just don't get how she could have felt that way. It was never my intention to give her that title. It was never, ever my intention. I never wanted any of that. It was never my intention. Sure, I may have started the fight, I may not have, but it was never my. So it's my goal to make sure that this fight between me and Sabrina gets cleared up and such. It's honestly just my goal. I really want that to happen, and if it does happen, then I'll be the best gift I could ever. I just really hope it gets better soon, and it resolves around us being friends again. I just really don't know what that fight was about, and I really hope that someday I can figure out what it was about, and we can be friends again. It really hit my interest hard when she told me all of this. I never knew that these were her feelings. It hit my interest very hard. Yeah, and that became sort of my main priority for a very long time there. Because, like, all of my friendships really mean a lot to me, and I just feel like they're the people who are there for me and that care for me just like I do for them, because I care for everyone who circulates around me. I just want everyone to be happy with themselves and who they are. It means a lot to me. So, like, yeah. But that's almost all my backstory, except for the part that the reason why I'm starting to end daycare is that I'm thinking about ending daycare is the reason why I haven't done it already is because I've seen all the support for it and such. I've seen that people want it more and they really support it. But the thing is, it was because of all the hate. I've never really gotten much hate before due to the fact that I just never really came to the fact that I never really uploaded content that people would have much hate on. It just wouldn't give me. It just doesn't make sense to me, and it really hit me hard when I saw that hate. And then when I was starting to get that hate, this whole fight with Sabrina started. So I was just panicking, and I just didn't know what to do anymore, because she was one of the main characters in Daycare at first. So it didn't really make a lot of sense to me. So, and I was brand new to hate. I was brand new to it because I'd never gotten hate before. Because, you know, I just didn't have content that people would want to hate. So it hurt me very, very hard to know that people just didn't like what I was creating and didn't like what I was doing with the team, and just us just being fools and having fun while recording. I was brand new to it, and it didn't really make a lot of sense to me. I was like, why are they doing this? What have I ever done? And it was mainly, I had support from RyguyPower himself. My friend Jay, who was the original creator of Fan-Made Daycare, he got in contact with Ryan before he even started the whole daycare thing. And Ryan said yes to the idea, and he was behind us 100%. So I just didn't really find the need for me to get hate with it. It didn't make sense to me. I don't get why that happened. But now I fully understand why people were hating on it. It's because people thought that I was copying RyguyPower. And that's just not the case at all. We got his permission and everything. That it just wasn't the case at all. Everyone, all the managers and almost all the people in the roleplay team knew about what was going on. I was in the roleplay team when it first started, and Jay personally didn't get any hate on it. So I'm pretty sure that my thoughts were like, why am I getting hate but Jade isn't? Those were probably my thoughts when I first started getting. Yeah, so that hurt me a lot. It didn't really come to me. I just didn't really like it that much. It just didn't make sense to me at all. I don't know why I was getting so overwhelmed. It was just because I just didn't get a lot of hate that much, I guess. Because it never really happened that much. I guess I was just being a fool, letting all that hate get to me. So anyway, guys, there is going to be a Fan-Made Daycare Season 2. I'm starting to think of more characters to come to it. But other than that, I like it. Honestly, I need this support corner. But I know my Vilex army is here to support me all the way. I would never be able to ask for a better support group than all of you guys, my roleplay team, and my fans. You guys are amazing. So thank you guys for all of your support. You guys have always been there for me. I can always count on you to support me whenever I go somewhere, whenever I create something new. I can always count on my beautiful and wonderful Vilex army and my fan and support group. So you guys are amazing. I could not be where I am without you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this amazing video. You guys have changed my life incredibly. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys for watching. I love you. Bye.